Bitcoin trying to find its support. We're recovering out of the flash crash. We have September historically as a dumpy month. We're trying to come out of all these things all at once. And as we get later into September, I believe that we will. What is up, guys? Norris Digital Assets coming at you with another video. I want to thank all the subscribers so far. I believe we are one of the faster growing grassroots channel out there right now. I want to thank all the subscribers so far. I believe, so a little over a month ago, I had 0 subscribers. So the channel is growing at a nice pace here. We are buy, hold, and macro swing trade on this channel. We like to buy low, sell high later in this bull run. We are gearing up for this bull run. We are still bullish on this bull run. Also, subscribe. Down here in the corner is a watermark. It is my logo. Click my logo and click subscribe that way. Or you can click subscribe below like normal. Type I subscribed below in the comment section. I'm picking 25 people that as this channel hits milestones later, 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, as this channel grows, those people will be rewarded for being here early. And that's pretty much how that's going to work. So basically, let's take a look at the market as a whole. We have Bitcoin at 45.3. It's up about, well, I guess in the last hour, it says it's down 0.25. But the hour before that, I was watching Bitcoin at 44,700. It made a nice gain of about $600 to $800, give or take, over a period of an hour in a very important support zone. So that's good. I mean, we'll take whatever we can get, basically. And Ethereum's flat in the last hour now. In the hour before that, it was up 1%. So we are still very bullish on the market. We're not all the noise and FUD and everything that's going on right now on the flash crash, we're not really worried about that. The charts still look healthy, especially on the daily. I'm huge on the daily charts on this channel. Let's take a look at the Vechain chart here. So Vechain on the 4-hourly. I will not lie to you about anything on this channel. We'll just tell it to you straight what I'm seeing. Yes, you got a death cross on the 4-hourly, which is usually, it can definitely be a bad sign, usually. But I am attaching these giant red candles to, not to Vechain in particular, but I am attaching that to the flash crash. Now, Vechain did get more affected by the flash crash than, say, Algorand or CKB or HBAR. Some of the other coins I have been covering had plenty of strength, plenty of support, and never printed this kind of cross at all, a death cross on the 4-hourly. Usually these can be, sometimes it'll take, a week or two, and you'll have to swing through here before you can come back up. So it can take some time to actually cross back over, for the 20 to cross back over the 55, which would be a buy signal, and to start gaining some ground. But what I will say is, for Vechain, Vechain has huge name recognition. There's a lot of big channels pushing Vechain. There's a lot of people that are in Vechain. A lot of people love Vechain. Vechain also has a lot of utility for supply chain moving forward. Vechain is not a sleeper coin by any stretch of the imagination. Also, we are early in this bull run. We're just getting into this bull run. There's also the September dump you have to take in consideration. No, Vechain did not hold support as well as some of those other coins I named, but it's not that big of a deal, I don't think, for a coin like Vechain. Other coins might be a little bit bigger of a deal, but we're so early in this bull run that I think Vechain's going to make a recovery out of this rather easily. On the 4-hourly, when you lose, that's zoomed in too much. When you lose support on a support level on the 4-hourly, when you lose support up here, where are you going to fall? You're going to fall to a previous swing high. Here's one here, 11.7 cents. When you lose support at that, when you lose support and you're still falling, especially from a flash crash, where are you going to fall? To the previous swing high there for support, which is high 10 cents, 10.7, 10.8 in that area. So let's draw that across. So when you lose support on the 4 hourly, you're going to fall back to previous swing highs. That's how it's going to work on the 4 hourly. That's just what's going to happen. The flash crash is sort of an anomaly here in September, but it is what it is. So for now, Vechain, you have this other support line here, which is a previous swing high. So Vechain right now is moving a little bit, and if we can come above this trend line here and find a little bit of support, that can be the support that's needed, and that support line is around 11.5. If we can find that support at 11.5 and start to climb a little bit, we can start to reverse this trend. That's what we want on Vechain. We're also entering closer to a oversold conditions here on the stochastic on the 4 hourly, and a lot of the time you can see the stochastic obviously up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. We're down right now, so typically a lot of the time that is a change, a reversal in the momentum, a reversal in price action back to the upside. You can see the blue line is trying to curl a little bit there at the bottom, but anyways, yeah, up, down, up, down. We're looking for that to curl back up. We also have a lot coming in the market. We have Cardano releasing smart contracts on Sunday. This market, I look at it as a whole. We have that happening. We have Bitcoin trying to find its support. We're recovering out of the flash crash. We have September historically as a dumpy month. We're trying to come out of all these things all at once. And as we get later into September, I believe that we will. The 4 hourly on Vechain does not look amazing, but I believe Vechain has that power to come up and find support at around 11.5 here, find that support and start to get these EMAs to start changing their mind and start to come up a little bit here. So, but let's zoom out. When in doubt, we're in doubt about this 4 hourly chart. We're in doubt. Let's zoom out. Let's go to the daily. So on the daily here, and we need to, let's remove them drawings. So on the daily, what I will say and what we're going to be looking for at the end of the bull run on this channel, we are huge on the daily chart. So on the daily, typically, even if, so we're really early in this bull run, real early in this bull run, especially looking at all the other altcoin charts. Vechain's is not as pretty as some of the other charts, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. Things can change fast in the crypto space. I will say this is not financial advice, but when you want to accumulate more of a project or enter a project on the daily time frame, when you are finding support on the 55 EMA or on the 20 EMA, which right here, obviously, we're right below the 55, but we're finding support in that area of the 55. When you want to accumulate, that's when, which would be right now. I'm not telling you to buy anything or sell anything on this channel. This is for entertainment, educational purposes only. But if you were to get into a project, that is when you would want to get into a project. Personally, I accumulated my Vechain lower than here, but you can't own all the coins and you can't get into every coin early. If you're looking to get into Vechain, this is an area where you could consider looking at getting some Vechain because you're finding support on the 55 or right around the 55. This is a healthy chart. If we were much, much later in the bull run, near the end, or there was even people hypothesizing that it was about the end of the bull run, which we're barely getting into it, this here would be a warning sign, one warning sign to me on this channel, because you got overextended, created this pocket, you came below the 20, you're finding support on the 50, but this is just one small warning sign. It's not sell or get out or anything like that, but this is a warning sign, because if we were headed for the bear cycle and we were at the end of the bull market, one thing that you could see is you see some candles printed. Let's change the color here. You see some candles printed. You get some candles. You get some candles printed up. But what can happen is when you start to come back up, and that's as high as the candles get, and then you start to come down a little bit, well, what happens is you created, what you did there is you created a lower ear. So you had this high ear here, you created a lower ear here, and you could be looking at a dead cat bounce because you were forming a descending trend line coming out of there, even if it's less of a descending. If it's descending like that, and then you go below the 20 again and start getting closer to the 55, that's an even bigger warning that possibly to sell, possibly that the bear cycle's coming, that the bear market's coming, but that is not where we're at. I'm just explaining what we're going to be looking at the end of the bull run, and I'm explaining why right now with Vechain finding support on the 55 right now, this is one warning here. That's it. It's small because we're early in the bull run, and there's other coins. You can look at charts of other coins that also still look great. H-bar algo, and this is on the daily. We're finding support, and I definitely expect Vechain to bounce off this 55 and start coming up. You also have a decent amount of, you do have a big curvature out of the 20 EMA, but because we're early in the bull run, I definitely do not expect this 20 EMA to cross over the 55, especially not in any pronounced way. I don't even expect them to touch each other, but we have this, we still have a little bit of spacing here, and we're just finding support down here. And the farther on a lot of these coins, especially a coin like a Vechain, the farther you pull back is just a slingshot, and that is going to be a faster pace to the upside. So still healthy, looking good. And that's enough on that. Let's zoom out a little bit more. If in doubt, zoom out to the weekly. If we go weekly on Vechain, I mean, it looks super healthy. I mean, you had it come down and already test the 55. It came down, it finds support. Again, another area where you can accumulate more. But, you know, on the weekly, yes, we're finding right now, even though this week has had the flash crash, there's a lot going on, all kinds of stuff going on. Even with all that, Vechain is still finding support right now on the weekly on the 20. Right here. I mean, perfect. We're looking to start to find some curvature on this. I mean, Vechain looks great. If we're talking price predictions through this bull run, let's look at the daily. Let's look at some price predictions. Let's pull out the fib here, and we'll set it. We're going to set it here and there. Now, let's take a look. Because on Vechain, we are definitely looking to the 1618 in this bull run at 79 cents. Currently, where we are sitting at this price level, still in this bull run, that is looking at a 600% increase. There is also a chance to, in the bull run, to hit your head on the 1618, come above it, find support, and continue on up into this range, up into this middle section. If for some reason Vechain caught on and just went crazy, this is not impossible in this bull run either, which would be a major gains. Yes, it sounds a little extreme, but that is also possible. You can also find yourself in this middle range. It depends when Vechain gets into gear, how long the bull run is, and if Vechain runs out of time or not, because I think Vechain is going to make some major movements. But a conservative call for Vechain, I believe, is 80 cents, and that's really not that crazy. That is definitely possible for Vechain in the next couple of months in this bull run. We'll have to wait and see and keep following the charts. None of this happens super quick. You have to be patient. More patience is more money in this market, but you have to come up. You know, you're going to find resistance on areas like, you know, the 786. You can find resistance at your all-time high at the 1. You can find resistance and support and have to come back for support all throughout here. So it takes some time, but you can see the movement that you can make here. So if we come over here from the bottom of Vechain down here to the highest movement we've made so far, right here, that's just 48 days, a month and a half, Coming out of a bear cycle, 168% coming out of a bear cycle, and the bull run wasn't even running. There was nothing parabolic. There was no major impulsive moves, and just in 48 days, 168%. So that's how that becomes possible. When you start to go more vertical, that's when you can start to move towards that 1618 at 79 cents at least. So in this bull run, we expect it to go higher than 79 cents, to be honest. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Just kind of a simple take on what's going on in the market, some zooming out, some perspective on Vechain. I don't know how many price predictions or videos there are on Vechain out on YouTube in general. I haven't looked, to be honest, but put this video out there. I hope that you subscribe below if this video if you liked this video or it taught you anything or gave you a different perspective. Click subscribe down here in the corner. My logo's down here in the corner, or just click subscribe below. If you're on a phone, I don't know if you'll even see this logo. So anyways, click subscribe below, follow for exit strategies, follow for everything else going on. You need multiple perspectives in this market. Having a wide variety of bulls, bears, moon boys, conservative people, all kinds of different channels is going to give you a better perspective and possibly open your mind to different ideas and help you make the most informed decisions for your portfolio. And at the end of the day, none of this is financial advice. It's just to inform you and give you a perspective and help you out in general in charting if you do not chart at all. So that's going to be it for this video. We will see you in the next one. See ya.